All right, we continue our schedule analysis here at Mark Rogers TV. We're looking at West Virginia. The Mountaineers come in with the fifth most difficult schedule in the Big 12, 61st in the country out of 67 teams. If you want to know how we come to this conclusion and how we break down the schedule, check out the first video because there's about a 9-step process to it. All right, we credit the Mountaineers here. Give Virginia a little credit here because they did go out and schedule 2 difficult non-conference games. So most teams in Power 5 college football have that one difficult non-conference opponent. Some have 2. If you're USC, you've got Notre Dame and Alabama. But for West Virginia, it's Missouri and BYU. Now, the Tigers, not a difficult opponent, relatively speaking, in the SEC at this point after winning back-to-back division championships in 13 and 14. Missouri's probably down again this year, but at least West Virginia went out years ago and scheduled this game against Mizzou. It's in Morgantown on September 3rd, opening weekend. 2 weeks later, they take on BYU at home. So that's another part of the analysis, home and away against the non-conference teams that are difficult. And West Virginia has both of these games against the Tigers and the Cougars at home, but they do schedule 2 difficult Power 5 teams, Mizzou and BYU. In between, it's Youngstown State at home. All right, now when we'll schedule, everyone has the same schedule. This was the easiest analysis for me to do, was the Big 12 conference part of things, because everybody plays everyone. Everybody's got the same schedule, except you don't play yourself. West Virginia, coming off a 7-6 campaign last season, should be a little bit improved this year. All right, toughest stretch for the Mountaineers. Coming up October 15th, 22nd, and 29th, 3 consecutive weeks against Texas Tech on the road, TCU at home, and then a trip to Oklahoma State. Texas Tech, TCU, and Oklahoma State. Otherwise, Oklahoma spaced out, Baylor spaced out. That's the final game of the season for the Mountaineers at home against December 3rd. 5th most difficult schedule in the Big 12, number 61st ranked in the country out of 67 teams, belongs to West Virginia, but the Mountaineers are trying at least, scheduling 2 Power 5 opponents in BYU and Mizzou. Tell us what you think right here on Mark Rogers TV.